So, guess who ran 3 miles this morning? This gal right here, and it felt fantastic. I got out at about 9:30. It was a little late because it's hot today. I had to do some work for my husband first. And it's funny because last summer around this time, I would have been like, oh, it's too hot. I'll be on the treadmill instead. And not this year. I was like, sunblock up, grab some water, and let's go. Hi everyone, Laura here with my very first training update. I apologize if the lighting isn't great. I don't have a lot of time. I'm taking my little baby in for his first pair of running shoes today. So excited. He's 22, by the way. So I just set up in front of a window and we're rolling with whatever we got. So anyway, first off, I want to send out a tremendous thank you to everyone who left those lovely comments on my previous video where I talked about finally being healed. Oh my gosh, your prayers and thoughts are so appreciated, and I thank God for you every single day. So again, thank you very much. Now there's a lot that I had to cut from that video. My raw footage was about 45 minutes long, and nobody wanted to hear me ramble on for that long, not even myself. One of the things that I ended up cutting was how before I went to my doctor's on June 12th, I was really nervous and really anxious because of Dopey. You know, if I didn't get the go ahead to run, if I had to wait another 8 weeks or 2 months, I really was fearful that that would be it. You know, I wouldn't have time to first of all recover and rehab and also then train for Dopey. So I had that big worry over my head. So I was just so relieved when he finally said that, you know, I was good to go, that I was healed. Another thing that he said was I probably could have started weeks earlier. Uh, you know what? After so many months, you know, what was a few more weeks going to do? And you know what? I was grateful for all the healing time. It could only benefit my foot even more. He did say too that I needed to start having more confidence in my recovery and with being on my foot and to stop babying it so much. That's my dog shaking his collar. I should have set her out. One thing he didn't give me though was a plan. You know, I am a planner. I have two happy planners and a bullet journal that I use every single day. These are my July pages for Dopey training, and yes, I am going to be talking about this in an upcoming video. So yeah, I wanted a plan. I wanted someone to take me by the hand and tell me exactly how to go about this because I was feeling kind of lost. And even the physical therapist said that, you know, what my doctor had recommended as far as foot strengthening and stretching was enough to get me back on the road. So I did come up with my own type of plan. For the first week, I concentrated on not limping. And it's funny because my husband took his role as limp patrol very seriously. One day I was walking down the street and he opened up the front door and he's like, "Stop limping." And I'm like, "I'm not." He's like, "Yes, you are." But it was a really hard habit to break after, you know, being gimpy for 10 months. One really awesome tip my husband did give me was to clench your butt cheeks when you're walking, because it makes it impossible then to limp if you're really concentrating. And that really worked. Now for the first couple of walks, I did continue to use my carbon graphite insert. I tried to go without it one time and I came running back to the house. Well, not running, walking back to the house for it because it just felt like I was naked. I had become so accustomed to using this. I have finally weaned down to where I only wear this now when my husband and I go on a long bike ride, you know, like 25 miles, 30 miles. Another thing I've been doing is foot strengthening exercises that I saw on the channel, The Run Experience. I will be linking that below. He has a ton of amazing information there. During those first couple of weeks, I also broke in my custom-made orthotics that have a super, can you see it? Super huge bump here, and it also corrects my valgus. I walk with a weird heel strike. And if you saw my previous videos before, you heard me say how much I hate these. Well, I must confess that I actually love these now. I'm used to them, and runs with them have been so comfortable. I really like them, and I'm glad I went ahead and got them. So my deepest apologies for the hate. That's a lesson to never hate, right? Now, my first run was on June 26. I waited until I was at my absolute favorite place to run. That was Ocean City, Maryland, on the boardwalk. Look, I'm running. So how did it feel? Well, it felt amazing, absolutely amazing, but also very odd and foreign. I was so terrified of every single step of, feeling an ache or feeling a pull or re-injuring myself. And I was running with such an awkward gait. The best way I could describe it is if you go to your mailbox with no bra on and no shoes, and you walk across the street tiptoeing on the little pieces of gravel, you get your mail, but then you notice a Jeep coming tearing down the road and you have to sprint back. But when you run, you do it with as little bounce as possible because you are shoeless and braless, and ouch, everything will hurt. That's how it felt when I was running. I felt like I was being so careful to run with no bounce and minimum impact that it was very, very awkward at first. Since then, my runs have greatly improved. I am no longer braless and shoeless, and it's starting to feel more like home. I am following the Jeff Galloway plan for Dopey training because you start off very conservatively, running 3 times a week. And while I really want to run more, I want to run every single day. I know that that's not a very smart choice for me for a long-term recovery, so I'm doing only 3 times a week. And I'm also trying something new, and that is doing intervals. I've always been, the kind of runner who ran straight through, so intervals is very big change for me. I have to say that right now, I don't like it. And I do not mean this with any disrespect to those of you who do enjoy intervals. I am a total your race, your pace, your game, and no shame type of gal. It's just not for me. I'm going to borrow Heather Jorgensen's words. I like to set it and forget it. That's the type of runner I was. But you know what? I can no longer be that type of runner because, I've been through a major injury. So if intervals are going to be a part of my running life, well then, hey, I will rock those intervals. So what are my goals now? Well, my doctor has cleared me to run the Disneyland 5K, and if I can, the 10K. I will have to walk the half marathon, not because of my injury, because of a matter of conditioning. There was no way I could condition up to a half marathon in the short amount of time that I have. So that's it. I'm going to wrap things up here. But again, thank you so much for your lovely comments and all your support. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I have a lot of great content coming up. I know it's weird, but now that, I'm healed and I'm back out there on the road with you, I just feel like this renewed person, and I'm so excited. And especially for those of you who are just starting out, we can start out together. Also, please come and visit our brand new Facebook group called the Joyful Miles Running Club. It is not a place for promotion. It is where we hang out, we interact, we share our goals and our training thoughts and questions. Christopher Savio, who joined us before to chat about the Chicago Marathon, has just started a weekly challenge where he is getting everyone to start doing more drills. This week is about speed intervals, so definitely check that out and come join us. So there you go. That's it. I need to grab my son and get out of here. But thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more updates. And as always, take care and have a joyful day. Looking good there, Coop.